What if you could build a complete AI-powered SaaS platform without writing thousands of lines of code? A platform where e-commerce brands can upload a product image, press one button, and instantly generate professional AI photo shoots with different outfits, styles, and marketing visuals. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how we can build that entire platform from scratch using Zoer AI. Zoer is an all-in-one AI development platform that can generate your front end, structure your back end, create and manage your database, handle user authentication, integrate powerful AI models, and even help you deploy your app, all from simple prompts. So if you've ever wanted to turn an AI idea into a real SaaS product, this tutorial will show you exactly how to do it. Let's get started. So guys, in today's video, we're going to build an AI-powered virtual photoshoot platform for e-commerce brands, a platform where users can upload their products, and our AI automatically dresses the models to create stunning professional marketing images. And the best part, all you need to bring this idea or any other e-commerce project to life is Zoer AI and your Stripe account. Zoer takes care of everything for you, from your front end to your back end, database setup, user authentication, and even AI integrations like Gemini 3 Pro and Nano Banana. So go ahead and open the first link down below in the description box. It'll take you straight to Zoer's official website. Now, when creating a website with AI, the most important part is having a clear idea and strong inspiration. To design this platform with a truly modern and advanced look, start by exploring some design inspiration. You can visit websites like dribble.com, landbook.com, or 21st.dev. For example, on 21st.dev, you'll find a collection of creative, ready-to-use designs, all built as reusable components by talented designers. You can easily customize these components and use them directly in your own projects. From the left panel, you can explore categories like backgrounds, borders, call to actions, and almost every type of section a modern website needs. Each component is community-built, fully customizable, and super easy to integrate into your workflow. All right, let's navigate to the hero section components. Here, you'll see plenty of reusable hero designs built by other designers. You can explore each one and choose the design that best aligns with your project's style and purpose. For example, I really like this one right here. It looks clean, modern, and it's most likely designed for a SaaS or productivity platform website. But I want to customize it and make it fit our AI virtual photoshoot platform that we're about to build. Customizing it is actually super simple. All I need to do is copy its prompt, then head over to ChatGPT. Here, you can explain exactly what kind of customization you want to apply to this design. So I'll say something like this. I want to use this prompt to create the hero section for my new project, an AI e-commerce photoshoot SaaS. It's a tool for e-commerce owners that uses specialized AI to virtually dress models with their products and generate realistic photoshoot images. Please update the texts within the component so they align with my project's concept, but keep all other details, structure, and setup instructions exactly as they are. I haven't run the prompt yet, so edit the actual prompt itself accordingly. That's it. Once you've written your customization message, just paste it in and hit the send button. After a few seconds, ChatGPT will give you the refined version of your prompt, already adjusted for your project. Now, let's copy this updated prompt and head back to Zoer.ai. I've also provided a link to all of the prompts that I'm going to use in this tutorial. You can find that link in the description box below this video. Here, the first thing you'll want to do is choose the AI model that will build your app. Right now, Zoer gives us two AI model options to work with, Claude Opus 4.6 and Minimax. There's also Gemini, but it's not enabled at the time I'm recording this video. Once you've selected your model, paste your refined prompt right inside the text box. You'll also notice this speaker icon next to the box. This allows you to speak your ideas instead of typing them, which is super handy. Once your prompt is ready, just hit the send button and let Zoer handle the rest. All right, so Smart Zoer is now analyzing our prompt and request. It's going through everything we've described and generating a complete creation plan for our app. You can review this plan, make adjustments, or even add more options if needed. Once everything looks good, just hit the build button. Now Zoer will begin the creation process. All right, now let me explain something important here. If I had requested the backend and authentication in the very first prompt, Zoer would have started by generating the backend structure and SQL files right away. But in our first prompt, I only mentioned the hero section design. So Zoer is currently focusing only on building the front end part of that section. Now, of course, you can create a complete prompt from the beginning and mention everything you want. The front end layout, backend setup, user authentication, database configuration, and even AI integrations. Zoer is a very powerful tool and it can handle large, complex tasks without any problems. But for this tutorial, I prefer to build things step by step. First, I want to make sure our hero section looks exactly the way I want it to. Once that part is perfect, then we'll move forward and add the rest of the sections and backend functionality in the next prompts. So here are the results that Zoer generated for us, and honestly, it's already looking really nice. The only thing I want to add to this hero section is a large headline. So I'm going to write a second prompt right here. Something like this. Add a large, extra bold headline to the hero section positioned 25% from the top of the viewport. You can change this text to match your own brand. For this example, I'll use the name Mode Lab. That's it. I'll hit the send button, and after a few seconds, Zoer updates the hero section and adds the headline for us. It looks pretty good, but let me try making it a little bigger. Okay, that actually became a bit too large. But this is where Zoer gives us a very useful feature. Anytime you make a change and you're not happy with the result, you can simply restore the previous version. And the best part is that Zoer even returns the credits you used for that task. So if the output isn't what you expected, you can roll back the change, recover your credits, and try again with a better prompt. Now in the next step, I'm going to give Zoer a larger and more complete task. This prompt will add most of the important features our project needs. That includes adding the remaining front-end sections to complete the page, setting up the database, adding user authentication, and integrating Nano Banana for the AI image generation feature that our platform requires. As I mentioned earlier, I've shared all of these prompts with you. You can find the link in the description of this video. So now I'll simply paste the prompt right here and hit the send button. And that's it. Now let's wait for Zoer to generate the results for us. As we can see, it has now started by creating the SQL file and structuring our database first. Once that part is finished, Zoer continues by designing the front-end parts of our application, like the header and the other pages of the app. It also integrates Nano Banana and enables the upload feature, so users can upload their products and dress their models using the power of AI. There we go. Our app is now updated. The first change we can notice is that we now have a header navigation bar at the top. It includes 4 navigation labels: Home, Generate, Pricing, and Dashboard. On the right side, we also have a login option, which allows users to either create a new account or log in to their existing account. Users can freely visit the home page of our application. However, the moment they try to navigate to the Generate page, they will be asked to create an account or log in if they are not already authenticated. As we can see, the login page design is also perfectly aligned with the rest of our website. Let me quickly create an account. It only requires a name, email address, and password. All right, now it says the account was created successfully and I can log in. Let me try that. Now it tells me that I need to verify my email before logging in. Please sends a confirmation email that I need to open and confirm. Once I click the verification link, that's it. We're ready to go. Now let's take a look at the different pages of our application. First, we have the Generate page, which is the core feature of this platform. This page allows users to upload their product images and generate AI-powered photoshoots. Users can upload a clear image of their product, and the system supports images up to 5 megabytes. On the right side, we have the Generate Photoshoot section. Here, the user writes a prompt describing the type of photoshoot they want. Once the prompt is ready, they simply click Generate Photoshoot, and the system uses AI to create the final image. Each generation consumes 1 credit, which is shown at the top so users can track how many credits they have left. Next, we have the pricing page. This page clearly explains the available credit packages for users. We have several pricing tiers designed for different types of users. Finally, we have the dashboard page. The dashboard allows users to manage their account and monitor their activity. At the top, users can see key information such as their available credits, the number of generated images, and the date they joined the platform. Below that, we have different management sections like gallery, transactions, and settings. Okay, now it's the moment of truth. I'm going to test our photo generator feature and make sure that everything runs smoothly. So first, I navigate to the Generate section of our app. Here, the first step is to choose a model image from my computer. Once that's done, I upload the file to the platform. The next step is writing the prompt that tells the AI what kind of change we want to apply to the image. For this example, I'll write something simple like, change the person's dress to a tailored pink blazer dress. That's it. Now I just hit the generate button and wait for the result. And there we go. It works perfectly. The system took the image that we uploaded and changed the character's dress exactly as we described in the prompt. That's honestly amazing to see. Right below the result, we can either download the generated image or view it inside the gallery section of our dashboard. We can see that the image has already been saved there, along with the rest of the information related to this generation. This means our system is correctly storing the generated results and linking them to the user's account. As you can see, everything in our platform runs very smoothly. And the best part is that you can continue improving this project even further. You can add as many new features, sections, or elements as you want. For example, you could ask Zoer AI to add a prompt enhancer feature. This would allow users to automatically improve their prompts with a single click. Zoer could build this by integrating Gemini 3 Pro, which would analyze the user's prompt and rewrite it into a more detailed and effective version for the AI model. And the amazing thing is that Zoer can implement a feature like that with just one well-written prompt. Also, don't forget that as we continue developing our project, Zoer automatically manages the backend for us behind the scenes. If we open the database section, we can see that Zoer has already created several database tables for our platform. For example, we have a table called Credit Transactions, which keeps track of all credit purchases and usage within the platform. This is important because every time a user generates an image, the system needs to deduct one credit from their account. Next, we have the Generated Images table. This table stores information about all the images created by the AI, including which user generated them and when they were created. Then we have Pricing Plans, which contains the different subscription or credit packages that users can purchase. We also have a Product Uploads table. This is where the system stores the images that users upload before generating their AI photo shoots. The Profiles table contains user profile information such as account details and settings. Then we have Stripe Payments, which handles the payment records when users purchase credits using Stripe. And finally, there is a User Roles table, which can be used to manage different types of users in the platform. So as you can see, Zoer didn't just build the interface for us, it also created a fully structured backend database that supports our entire SaaS platform. Now, next to our database section, we also have access to the full source code of our app. And if you upgrade your Zoer account to Pro, you'll even be able to download the complete source code locally. So now, the next step in completing our project is to enable payments, allowing users to upgrade their accounts and purchase different plans. We'll be using Stripe to handle the payment process, and configuring it is actually super simple. Right now, users can't upgrade because we haven't configured our Stripe integration yet. And on the left panel, there's also a notification saying Stripe needs configuration. So the only thing we need to do now is set up Stripe, and it's actually super simple. Let's head over to our app's control center, then navigate to the integrations panel. Here, make sure that all of your integrations are enabled. Then, on the Stripe payment option, you'll see a little settings icon. Go ahead and select that. So this pop-up shows the 3 keys we need to connect Stripe: the publishable key, secret key, and webhook secret. For this demo, we'll be using Stripe's sandbox mode, also known as test mode. So head over to your Stripe dashboard, go to the developers section, and open API keys. Here you'll find your publishable key and secret key. First, let's go ahead and copy our publishable key. Head back to Zoer and paste it right here in the Stripe publishable key field. Now go back to your Stripe account once again, this time copy your secret key. Then return to Zoer and paste it into the corresponding secret key field. Finally, we just need to get the webhook secret. In the Zoer pop-up, copy the endpoint URL Zoer generated for you. Then, back in your Stripe dashboard, go to Webhooks and click Add Endpoint. Paste in the URL from Zoer. For this demo, I'll select All Events just to make things simple. Then click Add Endpoint. After that, you'll see a section called Signing Secret. Click Reveal, copy that key, and paste it into the webhook secret field in Zoer. Once that's done, hit Save, and we're all set. Now let's test it out. I'll head over to the app's pricing page and click on Purchase. It redirects us straight to the Stripe checkout page. For the test payment, I'll use Stripe's official test card, 4242, 4242, 4242, 4242. Add any future date, any CVC code, and hit Pay. And there we go. The test payment was completed successfully. Just like that, we now have a fully functional payment system integrated and working perfectly, all set up in just a few minutes. Once you are happy with the result, it's time to deploy your app and make it live. And even in that case, Zoer has you covered. Just select the Deploy button at the top right, and it opens a small deployment panel. The next thing you need to do is choose your website address. Zoer automatically provides you with a subdomain, so you can simply type a name for your project, and it will generate a live URL for your app. If you prefer, you can also click Manage Domain and connect your own custom domain, which is perfect if you want to launch this as a real SaaS product under your own brand. Once your domain or subdomain is ready, the final step is very simple. Just click Deploy to Production. After a few moments, your project will be fully live on the internet, and anyone with the link will be able to access it. And that's it. We've successfully built and deployed a complete AI-powered SaaS platform from scratch. In this tutorial, we designed the interface, generated the frontend and backend, integrated AI image generation, set up authentication and payments, and finally deployed the entire app live on the internet, all using Zoer AI. If you'd like to try it yourself, the link to Zoer is down below in the description. So go ahead and check it out and start building your own AI-powered apps today. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more modern web development and AI tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.